There are many innovative systems that have been introduced over the years. I'd like to touch on just a few of those. The first one I'd like to touch on is a branded system by Latacrete. It's called MVIS, and basically this is a system where you would install manufactured stone directly over a cement board with something called a weight-bearing waterproofing membrane, and then you would use the Latacrete scratch coat, Latacrete setting bed, Latacrete pointing mortar, and when you did all this you would get the Latacrete warranty. This particular installation relies on bonding to cement board, and we only authorize that installation for interior applications today. That may change, but for now that's our position on systems like this. There's an evolving installation technique that's called a rain screen or drained wall system. The idea is that you create some type of physical air gap behind the manufactured stone veneer system to allow water to drain out freely. And if designed and installed properly, you can actually create a ventilation drying feature in the wall system so that if any water gets in, any condensation forms, you can dry that. It was originally done with furring strips. So imagine a 3/4 inch furring strip with a paperback lath installed over that. You'd have a 3/4 inch gap. Anytime you have systems created with lumber and so on, there's labor and people are going to develop better mousetraps, and so there have been several commercially available rain screen systems come out. As simple as just a fine texture on a house wrap all the way up to a formed polymer sheet. Shown on screen you see the type that are polymer entangled mesh, you see textured house wraps, you see textured foam products, and formed dimple sheet drainage materials. These are not required in most jurisdictions, a rain screen period. The Pacific Northwest in the state of Oregon has a requirement. The West and East high moisture content climate areas of Canada require rain screens, but for the most part they're not required in most of the U.S. But it's a great belt and suspenders. It helps you address flashing defects and so on. Typical metal lath has to be treated with a galvanization material to give it corrosion resistance. And so again, another better mousetrap may be a fiberglass lath product. Fiberglass can't rust. It should eliminate that risk. However, the two that are shown on screen are not actually AR glass. What does that mean? When you put glass in a high alkaline environment like mortar, it can deteriorate. Some glass can deteriorate in as little as 2 weeks. And so you have to either coat the glass fibers to keep the alkaline from getting to them, or you actually make the glass with zirconium, and it is by nature then alkaline resistant. The two on screen are both coated materials. And so we feel that there is a risk with a coated product that voids in the coating or damage from fastener installation could lead to premature failure on those. And so we're not recommending those products today.